What is up, Slayers, and welcome back to the Slayers Den. It's Slay Anything, and today we are playing a really awesome Abzan Enchantment deck. And I never thought I'd be playing another enchantment deck after like Theros and stuff because of the Constellation shenanigans, but this set, Crimson Vow, has brought in some new enchantment synergies that are absolutely bonkers, so I think you guys are going to get a kick out of this one. Let's do a really quick deck breakdown. I'll just feature some of the brand new cards from Crimson Vow, and then we'll get into some awesome gameplay. So as I mentioned, this deck is an enchantments deck, and we are building it around some of the new cards. Hallowed Haunting is a brand new one for 2 colorless, 2 white. It says as long as you control 7 or more enchantments, creatures you control have flying and vigilance. It's already super cool, but since we're playing an enchantments deck, we're not running a lot of actual creatures. We're generating a lot of creature tokens. The other ability of Hallowed Haunting is actually even better. It says whenever you cast an enchantment spell, create a white spirit cleric creature token with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of spirits you control. So we're not playing a spirits deck, but as you can see, the more enchantments we play, the more spirits we generate, and therefore the stronger these spirits are. Another new enchantment that I wanted to try out and kind of built the deck around in another way is this card, Wedding Announcement. For 2 colorless and a white, it says at the beginning of your end step, put an invitation counter on Wedding Announcement. If you attacked with 2 or more creatures this turn, draw a card. Otherwise, create a 1/1 white human creature token. Then if Wedding Announcement has 3 or more counters on it, transform it. And then on the backside is Wedding Festivity, which is really cool. It says creatures you control get +1/+1. So as I mentioned, we're not running a ton of creatures. We're not running any physical creatures at all, in fact. But the bump of +1/+1 is very significant with all the creature tokens we get. And Wedding Announcement itself is such a cool card because basically we're getting 3 1/1 white human creature tokens by the time Wedding Announcement flips. So if the opponent doesn't have a way to deal with that, we are getting a lot of value from this, like I said. Now, I think I did fib. We do have a creature here, actually. We have a physical creature here. This is one of the cards that I really wanted to feature in this deck because it does have synergies with the enchantments that you play. It's called Katilda, Dawnhart Martyr. For 1 colorless, 2 white, this is a legendary spirit warlock with flying, lifelink, protection from vampires, a pretty relevant ability now that Crimson Vow and Innistrad have been released. She also has an ability that says Katilda Dawnhart Martyr's power and toughness are each equal to the number of permanents you control that are spirits and or enchantments. Now what's really cool about this card is that it's one of the brand new Disturb cards that turn into an aura, and the aura on this card is so crazy. It says enchanted creature has flying, lifelink, and protection from vampires, and then it gets +X/+X, where X is the number of permanents you control that are spirits and or enchantments. So whatever we slap this onto is going to get pretty huge with all of the enchantments. This will be very useful if we have like a skeleton token that's kind of weak. We'll slap the Katilda's Rising Dawn on it and it'll just give us back a ton of life. It'll have flying, so it'll have evasion, and it gets +X/+X for all of these many enchantments that we have. Now for the rest of the deck, it's pretty simple. We have a ton of removal and then a really strong finisher in Skeletal Swarming. So I kept the deck really simple, really streamlined. It's reactive in a lot of ways, very late game / mid-range, and I think I kind of built it around the meta, knowing that a lot of people are going to be playing a lot of the new creatures, a lot of new zombies, werewolves, and vampires out there. So yeah, having an answer to all those things almost every turn is going to be huge. And we finally get to play our big giant enchantments or enchantments that have a lot of value. Yeah, this deck looks super cool, looks super busted. I am really hyped to play this one for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I enjoy playing it. And if you do, please remember to chop that like and subscribe button for me because it does help my channel out a ton, and more importantly, it allows me to grow the Slayers Den community, which means the world to me, guys. So thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to check this one out. Before we get into the gameplay, I did want to remind you to stick around to the end of the video so you can find out how you can enter the Crimson Vow booster box giveaway that I'm doing. It's going to be a really good one. As you can see, the cards in this set are just so much cooler than Midnight Hunt, in my opinion. So that means you're going to get a lot of really cool cards that I think you're going to be using for a good while, as long as they are in current standard. So let's get into these awesome matches, and without further ado, let's play some Magic the Gathering. We will keep this. This has got a pretty promising hand here. We got to play this as a white source just because we have predominantly white cards in here. So Boulder Loft. Also play this. What is the opponent got? Are they playing some werewolf shenanigans? Alright, we shall foretell the Doomskar. The Doomskar. Take 3. And I think this is probably as good a time as any to play Doomskar. Because they're probably holding up protection spells if I had to guess. This is Black Source. Wedding announcement. It's okay. What else do we have? We have Borrowed Time. Alright. And now we'll get married. So we're going to create a 1/1 white human creature token. It's either going to be a blocker, or it's going to be something that will allow us to further our wedding announcement into a total wedding festivity. Wedding announcement is kind of like a slower ranger class. You get to create a token and then eventually it gets pumped up. With the possibility of like some kind of card draw, so that's kind of nice. But having a blocker is really good here. I think we can just Borrowed Time. That, maybe. We get a protection spell, but I'd rather them use a protection spell now. This is definitely an excellent, like, control card, you can see. Like, you bide your time, potentially draw a card. Let's go and block here. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to shoot my shot and try to Binding. Alright, well let's go ahead and Borrowed Time this right here. Pretty sick. This has a black source and swinging for 2. Now we getting thick. Okay. Yeah. They don't really have an answer for that. So that's perfect. It's beautiful, beautiful. And in fact, the wedding festivity / wedding announcement really hooked us up and held off that creature token for a few turns. So GG opponents. I think I'm good with keeping this hand. We're going to play this as a white source, I think. Let me see. Play this as a white source. That way we can play this as a black source. And that'll give us the ability to Meathook pretty comfortably, I think. Although, let's see. Ah, sure, why not? Why not? We can Deathcap Glade. It's really cool that the Crimson Vow set released all the new dual lands too. Like, I really, really like that. And now we'll get married. It's a lot of value for 3 mana. It's 3 1/1s, and then we get to pump up our board, so it's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, what does Morbid Opportunist do? Something, something, something. Crikey. I need to put some force in this deck. I keep forgetting to after each turn. Ooh, doggy. Alright, so let's play Felidar Retreat, second white source, 2/2. Now we got some thick old creatures. I'm really liking Wedding Festivity, or Wedding Announcement. Really cool. Cool, cool, cool cards. Oh, I've been frostbitten. Alright, so we'll definitely swing in for 2. And we'll go and Borrow Time this thing, I guess. Why not? And we'll also Foretell. A Reclusive Painter. Guess we're just going and swing in. And yeah, we'll end the turn here. I think I'll save the borrow time for like gold span or some shit. One is thinking about what they want to do. And how did we know? How did we know we get targeted by gold span dragon? Alright, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, but we don't have enough white mana to play both of these. Poor decisions on my part here, I guess. I think what we're going to do is borrow some time. Opponent has 2 mana to use. I'm afraid I'm going to have to borrow some time. Well, schnapps. Okay, and we go next, and I guess we swing in for 5? Question mark? And we end the turn. Oh man, this is rough. Very rough. Woof. Not cool. Not cool at all, guys. Not cool. So this is Jund. I just slowly realized that. Slowly but surely. Okay, let's play Meathook for 0. If we Meathook for 0, we will at the very least gain 4 life, which we desperately needed that 4 life, I think. And then we'll go on Foretell here as well. I don't want to be caught off guard too much. Alright. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. What did they foretell, though? It's a question. It's the ultimate question. Haunted Halloween. And we'll go next. And we'll end the turn. Okay, we'll play this. Create a 2/2. And we'll just go next. End the turn. I think we are going to save this removal. This is going to be very key. Aki. And shoot. Yeah, we just end the turn here. Holding up 3 pretty awesome removal spells for us, I think. Swing in again. Another wedding announcement. Now we'll get married. Opponent's definitely got a sweeper here, right? But the opponent's saying GG. Oh yes, let's go! So sick. Man, these cards did some work here. Wedding announcements and Hallowed Haunting did some crazy CX work. Super cool, super fun. That was awesome. GG, opponents. Okay, so the reason to keep is because Hallowed Haunting, Meathook Massacre, pretty good cards. We'll hold on to it. 3 lands is kind of hard to give up. We're playing Orzhov for now. Alright, let's play Shadow Shine Snarl. Untapped. And kind of just get us ready for all these fun turns I'm sure are about to happen. Love to see some green mana, please. Green mana gets us, you know, some goodies, I think. Unfortunate. And let's go play this, and next, and end the turn. And also end the germs. Okay, opponent siphons me. Gross. You hate to see it. Nice. Alright, we need the black source, I think. And let's go ahead and Hallowed Haunting. Let's do it. Let's get some spirits out on the floor. I mean, the old gods could have been good too as well. But I'd rather not. I'd rather not. Bam! Alright, so we get rid of that, which is very important for us. We get to ramp up into the forest. We get to Skeletal Swarm, potentially, if the opponent doesn't have a counter spell in hand. Okay. Opponent is on some crazy control action. A forest down. This needs to also be a forest. Let's see. Oh, a white source here. Swinging for 1. Skeletal Swarm. Now we got some juice. Opponent foretells. Maybe another Behold the Multiverse. On it probably has like Divide by 0 to bounce things. We have some action going on though. That's the important thing. We can get them to commit that last blue mana. We should be okay. Alright. Well, that's fine. So they probably have Saw It coming. If I had to take a wild stab. Play this as a... Play this as another black source, I think. Sure. And I'll play this for 1. Sweet! And 1 the turn. Behold the Multiverse. Unless they have a sweeper, I feel like really high chances of us just going crushing this one. Swing in. And end the turn. Yeah, I definitely feel like a sweeper is incoming. Maybe Meathook, or I feel like a scoop is incoming. One of the two. Yeah, there we go. I figured as much. Let's go ahead and Meathook, I think. Yeah. And we might be at a decent spot here. Verdict can only help them for so long. Alright, so this is cool because it just evens us out. No big deal. Let's play Hallowed Haunting. Opponent's got 2. Take care of us very quickly here. But it's feeling like GG. Feels like we're going to give the opponent the good old chop here. Oh yeah. The chop is incoming. Alright, so what do we want to do here? We have some options. Swing in. Do wedding announcement. It's really thinking on this, huh? Come on. No Saw It coming, huh? Alright. So that wasn't power word kill. Access to 8 mana, which can do a lot of damage to us, but not enough to stop us, I don't think. They can cast some stuff off the top of our library, but aside from binding the old gods, I don't think I'm too worried about what they would cast from our deck. And with 8, maybe 9 mana, 5 of it going to a sweeper. Yeah, see, so it's just kind of is what it is. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I don't think the opponent really thought that one through because I did have more creatures going on here, I think. Is that how it worked? Is that why we killed him there? I guess so. Either way, GG opponent. So Slayers, what cards and what decks have you been playing? This whole standard, I think, is gonna be shaken just a little bit. Like, there's gonna be definitely some new archetypes, I feel like, or some existing archetypes are gonna get a lot stronger. So I'm actually really excited about all the upcoming sets. We're gonna have to mull here. That's a lot better. Question is, what do we throw out? Is it the swarming? It's hard to say. You kind of want to keep swarming just because it's your finisher, but it's hard to say. I think we might get rid of the borrowed time. Yeah. We'll keep. We'll actually, no, I can't say we can do that either. Oh, dang. All right. Borrowed time it is. Seems very sus to do it, I know, but the reason I say that we do that is because Skeletal Swarming is one of our main finishers. It's hard to get rid of. And I love the new maps on Crimson Vow. They're so cool looking. This is like Phantom of the Opera, Count Dracula, and Transylvania vibes. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, what decks are you guys playing? What is the haps, as some would say? And what cards are you guys excited to see? You know, when I do like the giveaways, like really, it's honestly about, I'm just excited to hear from you guys about what's kind of exciting for you all. I like to hear what you guys are playing because I'm as much of a fan as you are. You know, I don't get to watch other people's content that much, which sucks, but it's, a lot of it is because I just don't, I don't really like want to, I don't know, have my content influenced by anyone. Like, some people will watch me and they'll be like, oh, like, you're so, like, you're like way too freaking goofy, or, you know, this and that, and I'm just like, whatever. Like, I don't know how anyone else really does their content. I can tell you this, I only really watch 2 Magic content creators, and one of them is Saffron Olive. He's the one who really got me into Magic, like, back in the day. Saffron Olive from MTG Goldfish. And Jeff Hoagland. Those are like my 2 faves. They're the only ones I like have like I have some time. That's the time I'm gonna make to watch those 2 content creators. Other than that, I don't have a lot of time, so I don't really like know what people are doing. So if I'm like making like terrible content, I want you guys to tell me. I want you guys to give me some like honest feedback, because this stuff is for you. Like, ultimately at the end of the day, I enjoy doing this because it's fun, but you know, but I also want you all to have fun too. So yeah, cool story. I know, cool story, Grandpa. But for real, like, I love it when you guys leave comments and tell me how things are going, how Magic is going for you. I don't play IRL Magic, so sometimes I hear you guys talking about playing at FNMs and stuff. Ugh, FML. Am I right? I think I'm right. What is the opponent playing? They've got Eye of Vecna. Maybe they're playing a Vecna deck. That would be pretty sick, actually. Alright, well, we're just gonna swing in. And we're gonna end the turn. Opponent may be playing the Vecna deck. Sweet! Well, these 2 have to attack, so we'll swing in with both of these. So they've got a 5/5, which is really strong. But we need to find something. We need one of our many sweepers, one of our single target removal spells, just absolutely anything at this point. A Meathook, please. A Meathook would be great as well. Or what about absolutely nothing at all? Alright, deck. This is it. This is the turn. If they can swing in on me and do just a butt ton of damage, then we're in trouble. I'll take anything. Doomskar, give me a Meathook, because we are in trouble. Okay. Alright. Single target removal. Come on! Ah, damn it. Alright. GG. We got flooded. Alright, sure. We hold on to this one. We've got our Doomskar, a couple of bindings, enough to hopefully get us through the first few turns. At the end of the day, this mid-range deck is very mid-range, true to its archetype. Slow at first, then you can let it kind of spiral out of control if you don't take care of a lot of the stuff. But honestly, I just wanted to showcase some of the new really cool enchantments, because there's a lot of cards that are built around enchantments in this set. Alright. There's a white source, and sure. Or tell away. I think it's an Is It deck. That was so strange. Need some more lands. Give me more lands. Okay. Go ahead and play our wedding announcement. And now we'll get married. For going against Is It turns, I swear. Ooh, I swear. Oh man, please. What are you doing to me? I need land for and land ho. Plains would be nice, or a white mana source would be great. Opponent's on Grixis, okay. Memory Deluge. Memory Deluge is the name. Man, I'm so behind on mana. Like, if I don't hit a land drop here, I'm obnoxiously behind. And it's not looking good when you're playing against Grixis turns and you don't land the land drops that you need. Alright, so we play Deathcap Glade, and we'll go and swing in for 2. And I'll just play Felidar Retreat here. Okay, pretty saucy. What are we gonna do? I'm waiting for them to play something so I can binding it, but shucks. I really don't know what to do. Goldspan Dragon. Alright, so there, now we can potentially binding something. They gotta save that 2 mana in order to do the damn thing. Alright. Sure. Let's swing in for 2. Or swing in for 4, rather. What's the opponent got? I want to see them use a burn spell or something. Burn spell, come on. Bounce spell, anything. DMOG. Get one of the counter spells out of the way, I suppose. I suppose. DMLG. Who do we appreciate? Okay. And then they swing in and they have 6. Oh, okay. Sweet. I'm cool with that. Who do we appreciate? Alright, so shall we binding here? Do we have the technology to binding the opponents? And we'll swing it for 2. Opponent probably has Epiphany, if I had to guess. Tibalt. Okay, sweet. You hate to see it. Test of Talents. Okay, interesting. Okay, don't have a forest. Gross. And what does this get rid of? Exile target artifact or creature. Okay. It's pretty dangerous, right? Alright, we're going to swing in for 2 at the opponent. Damn. They might have counter spells to back up. Alright, let's go ahead and... We're gonna get really aggro here, I think. It's a really tough decision. Like, there's a part of you that goes, oh yeah, just get rid of Tibalt. You've got borrowed time. But, so here's the thing. We get rid of Tibalt, and probably should have got rid of Tibalt, actually, now that they've got our Binding the Old Gods. But that can only get rid of a couple of things. It's probably going to get rid of our Skeletal Swarming, but then they have to choose between playing a 4-mana Binding the Old Gods versus playing like a sweeper of some kind. Galvanic Iteration. Interesting. Why would they... Oh, to double bounce. Okay, gotcha. Well, that's perfect.
Don't try to follow.
Alright, so we got no manas. No Mana's Jones over here, and they probably have another Tibalt in hand with all the card draw they've done. We're not out of it yet, but dang, going against Grixis is so dangerous. So very dangerous. Lucky for us, we don't have anything to test of talents, so that's a pretty good thing, I think, for us. They could have like Divide by 0, which could bounce Borrowed Time. Alright, play this. Hallowed Haunting. Oh man, this deck is just... Yeah, we're getting punished. We're stuck on land 5. Opponent has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 mana. 10 lands out. Like, I don't think we're supposed to do much about that, unfortunately. That is truly unfortunate. I've literally missed 5 land drops. At least. Maybe 6 land drops. Yikers. Okay. Opponent gets to take a peek at my hand. A quick little peek. Oh no, why'd you do that? Why? That's odd. Alright, I'm gonna play this for... 0, sorry. And then Doomskar. Right. And then just gain 6. Ping 1. The opponent can swing in for 7, but I can start... If I get a freaking land one day, I might be able to... This is super duper strange. When are we going to get a land? Alright, sure. Wedding announcement. Okay. Saw it coming, sweet. I almost said oops because they had overplayed. Okay. So we take 7 here. Oh, there's a land. Could play Hallowed Haunting? Hallowed Haunting, rather? Galvanic Iteration? Okay. Why did they... Wait, why did they do that? I'm confused. I'm super confused. I think the opponent is maybe super confused as well, just like me. They could have a gold span here though, just beyond the wildness. Okay, bounce. Bounce. Wait, what? Why didn't they just galvanic something? Something or another? What is the opponent doing? They are really confusing me. Felidar Retreat. I think the opponent accidentally targeted the same creature with Fading Hope, which does not make me feel confident. We're gonna do attack for 3 right here, since oh boy has got flying and vigilance, thanks to Hallowed Haunting. Okay, let's go. We gave Grixis Epiphany the chop, and it feels good, man. It feels so good to destroy a Grixis Epiphany deck, because look how disgusting this absolutely is. Regardless, GG, DMLG. Alright, I think we have to mull this one. 2 lands, usually pretty rough for us. We'll keep this, and we'll drop the... We actually drop the Katilda here, because that's double white, and double white is very pricey for us. Play this as a black source, play this as a white source, and then we'll have a green and a black source here. Okay, let's see, white source, and we go next. And we go next. One is on Rakdos, so maybe vampires. Also playing Snowlands, which makes me feel like something disgusting is probably going to happen soon. We go next, and we end the turn. I think we're kind of a reactive deck too, in a lot of ways. We have a lot of removal. This is a Rakdos Vampires / Treasures deck, so we could see Goldspan coming out soon, which, as you guys probably know, pretty dangerous for us. And then we can borrow time the next Goldspan, potentially. Sweet. So yeah, that's generally a pretty scary card to go against, but luckily for us, we do have, we got options. We got options. And we just go next, and we end the turn. And then moving forward, we've got Skeletal Swarming, we've got Meathook Massacre to kind of potentially take care of the board. Okay, I think I'm gonna go and play my Skeletal Swarming here, and then just go next. See if we get the opponent to commit a little bit more. Okay, we'll go and swing in. And then we will Meathook for 3. I think this is enough. I'm hoping it's enough. This will give us a couple of life back. And we get some Skelly tokens, and hopefully, just hopefully, we are good here. Being back up to 12 is very nice. Okay, we take 4. Let's see, we've got 7 mana here. Is this enough to Katilda? It is not. We have 1, 2, 3 white sources, so we kind of have to choose what we want to do here. Katilda gives us a 4/4 flying lifelink. There's a lot of choices, and I'm not sure which one's right here. We play Skeletal Swarming, and that gives us a ton of tokens for the following turn. Yeah, sure, let's do that actually. So the reason I'm playing Katilda here is because I want a big creature. And then if they do destroy Katilda, then I just put Katilda, the aura side, onto one of my skeletons, and that could be potentially game ending or game changing for the opponents. Okay, so I gain 5, kill the Goldspan Dragon. Yes, let's go. That is Skeletal Swarming, and we'll swing in. And I think we're on a pretty solid path moving forward. I don't think the opponent can stop us. Sweet! Okay, yeah, I think we got it. We got it. Alright, so we Meathook for 4. And then we get a ton of tokens. And we should have this now. Yeah. Or not. Okay. Oh man. It's pretty wild, not gonna lie. Not going to lie. Alright, we're gonna play a Hallowed Haunting and that. Okay. Yes, let's go. Let's freaking go. We crushed this deck. This is a really scary deck to play against. This is for the most part pretty high tier. Some of the cards that you don't normally see are something like Martyr, Doomskar, which is really interesting Kaldheim card, forcing your opponents to get like lured into attacking, and then there's kind of like a mini life drain aspect to it. But otherwise, just being able to break, you saw how many times the opponent brought back Goldspan Dragon. This is a very, very scary deck. So GG opponents. Alright Slayers, this is like the perfect place to end today's video, and I had a blast playing this one. I really wanted to showcase some of the new enchantment and enchantment synergies from Crimson Vow, and these new cards are bonkers. I'm really, really enjoying almost everything I'm playing with so far. Wedding Announcement is a really awesome card, like not gonna lie. I don't know why, there's just so much value from it. You're getting 3/1/1 human creature tokens, and then you get to pump all of your creatures, which I think is better suited, if I'm gonna be honest, in say like a mono white deck, or maybe this card would fit better into even a vampires deck or something if you can somehow make a Mardu vampires deck. But otherwise, the bump is really useful when you start creating Felidar Retreat tokens, as well as Hallowed Haunting tokens, and then of course your Skeletal Swarming tokens. So this is just a nice little boost for your creatures, can give you some 1/1 creatures to block with and utilize for a few turns, and just buy you enough time so you can get to your late game where you're just playing a ton of creature generating enchantments like Hallowed Haunting and Skeletal Swarming. So yeah, overall this deck was really fun. Now, as far as if you all should build this deck, I don't necessarily recommend it. There's nothing in here that I would recommend building from the new set. This is a great card, like I said, if you're playing like a mono white deck. So if mono white aggro is kind of your thing and you're trying to keep it free to play or cheap as possible, and like you're just like, I'm gonna play this probably for most of the season, this card might be worth it because it does generate a ton of value. Now, as far as Katilda and Hallowed Haunting, I don't necessarily think that it's going to be a good reason to spend your mythic rare wild cards, because as much value as you get from it, as you can see, it was very janky, very situational, and you really do have to build around the enchantment kind of stipulation of this card. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck as much as I enjoyed playing it, and if you did, please remember to chop that like and subscribe button for me because it does help my channel out a ton. And more importantly, it allows me to grow the Slayer's Den community, which means the world to me, guys. So thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to check this one out. And as a quick reminder, I am doing the Crimson Vow booster box giveaway, and you will find out all the instructions you need to enter that giveaway in the description box below. So make sure to check that out. Thank you all again one more time. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to smash that like button below, and to help you stay up to date with my upcoming videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks again, have a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Slayers.